So I barked on a song. Fuck that.
You shake a pretty mean cake, Batman.
I'm about to waste my fucking money on the M&M Funko. You need to stop! Help me!
That's too many of them. What are we going to do?
Sorry I'm late. Bring me that horizon. Afraid I got lost on the path of life.
You gotta go.
Ahsoka.
You ever watch something
Master...
that felt retarded after you watched it?
Well, I came out the womb dumb, but yeah.
Because I feel retarded now.
Ahsoka was a 10 out of 10, yo. That shit banged. And,
shit made me want to bang my head against the wall, that's for sure.
That shit was the greatest show I've ever watched. It topped to the end of Mando season 2, and I just want to put this out there. Like, it's fucking just no. In all seriousness, what the fuck was that? Like,
it was your wet dream, is what it was.
The only good part, and I don't even want to say good because you had to get through a whole sludge.
The only acceptable part, I would say.
Okay, yeah. I liked seeing Anakin at the end of the episode.
That was ruined.
Yeah.
Before we get all the way into that, I just want to say what's up to everybody in chat. What's up to all the viewers? Ahsoka sucks. You fucking broke me, Disney. God damn it. Sorry, Caleb. Damn it. It's just.
Hey, it's your eternal soul, not mine.
That's true. I don't, dude. It's like I still, ever since the episode fucking started last night, I have just been, every time I think about it, I involuntarily sigh. You can go back and watch last night when I was on King's
I did. You only sighed once.
No, I sighed a lot more than that. I still think you guys saw it. I know you liked my little Ezra intro, though. Shit was so stupid.
What is? Oh, God, that was so funny.
Because you guys are like, what is he doing?
I did not get it in the slightest. Look, that was just bravo, dude.
Thank you. I wanted to keep it long enough before, to the point where you guys are like, what are you doing? And then I'm like, oh, hey.
Before we rip into the episode more, I wanted to get y'all's official number grades on this episode because mine's gonna be weird. I agree. Well, I actually am gonna give it a 0.5, only because of Anakin. That's the only
That's even lower than what Caleb and I said. Are you still sitting at that 2? Or are you back down to 1?
Me, I'm at a 1 again.
I'm at a 1 again, too. It's a 1 for some good music.
Tamio, I got a lot of respect for you saying that. I have not been actively pissed at the end of a Star Wars thing since Kenobi made me sad. Book of Boba made me sad. Mando's season 3, it bored me. But I have not been pissed off since I walked out of The Last Jedi. That was the last time.
Oh, don't lie. You loved Rise of Skywalker.
No.
Guys, he admitted to me backstage that he loves Star Wars.
Dude, I genuinely Rise of Skywalker, that same feeling made me sad because I'm like, you're so fucking stupid. But Last Jedi, I was enraged. And like I feel enraged after watching Ahsoka. After wasting 7 weeks of my life getting excited for this. And you know what? I really ended up only being excited for Thrawn. Top 5 characters for me in all of Star Wars because I grew up reading Heir to the Empire. And like I've always wanted to see him since I was a little 5-year-old. And you give him nothing to do. He doesn't even act like Thrawn from Rebels.
It made me as mad.
It made me as mad too, Crimson, because it fundamentally, like, you could say that Kenobi messes with a lot of important things in Star Wars, but now Ahsoka has literally fucked up the history of the Jedi, the lore of everything. Like, you've messed with so much shit. This is Filoni's EU now. Like, Crimson, I almost want you to just watch the last episode so you can destroy it too on your channel. Because it's...
Crimson has a channel?
Yeah, Crimson Law.
I guess that makes sense. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. He started doing live streams a couple weeks ago.
The wild part about it too is if you go on to Star Wars' Instagram, I don't know how there were people that like genuinely like this episode.
Paid bots.
I don't get it.
Paid bots and shills.
I don't fucking understand it.
Did you see what they posted yesterday on Twitter?
No.
Oh, you wouldn't. You don't have a Twitter. Sabine is now officially canonized as a Jedi.
What?
She's considered a Jedi now.
Dude, she never had Force powers.
No, last night you saw her get it by by being under pressure.
Here's the other bullshit with that.
Ronnie, I will murder you if you use that.
Bro, she's a Mandalorian. We've seen Mandalorian list gauntlets that have, we know what they have. You know, like most of them even have a blade.
You know what? Let's start with this. For 7 weeks, I've watched this channel say, quote, this.
Because he didn't fuck with the lore.
What y'all got?
What I always said was, Sabine better not fucking use the Force and move that damn cup. And I want to see.
Well, to be fair, she didn't. She moved the lightsaber in Ezra.
Dude, what I have been saying is, I think it has potential. Like last night, X-Wing basically gave the. I'm in the same boat as him. Like I kept thinking to myself, like, well, there's some potential here. Like we could end up getting something really great out of this show. We just need to get there. But you're not doing that fast enough. And now you fucking really broke me. And I've been saying this since before the show came out, since even before the first trailer came out. I've been saying that Ahsoka is the breaking point. It's the breaking point. That's the last fucking character anybody cares about. That if you fuck this up, you're going to lose so many people. And guess what? You just lost a lifelong Star Wars fan. My favorite fucking franchise in the world next to Lord of the Rings. And I literally
God,
feel
I
broken.
think Rose about to cry.
X-Wing said it perfectly. I feel broken. I really do. I don't know what to fucking think at this point. Because I thought The Last Jedi did that to me. And it didn't. Because you know what? I still had this little sliver of hope. And then after Mando Season 2, that hope was renewed. And then you got rid of Jaina. And that hope diminished again. And then Season 3 sucked. And Book of Boba Fett sucked. And Kenobi was fucking, you destroyed my favorite character. And then 2 of my favorite characters, to be fair, if you can't, Vader is Anakin. And then now in Ahsoka, what? The best part of the show is Ray Stevenson's acting. The slight scenes we get from Lars as Thrawn and Hayden. But not even the other parts of Hayden. Like, I don't care about hologram Hayden. I said that to Damio last night. I said, literally, we had this conversation like 4 days ago. And Damio was like, dude, I need to convert you to the dark side. And I said, I'm not quite there yet. He said, I'm an Imperial, but I'm not quite there yet. And then literally last night, I was like, well, Damiel, you did it. I'm with you, dude. I'm.
I never thought that like you would ever get to that point. That just shows how fucked the show is.
Because
that,
I understand everything that they're fucking with. Because I've read a fucking 100 Star Wars novels. Like I know, and there's more than that. There's like 1,000, but I've read like 100, 200. Like that's all I used to read, and I know all the lore. I know the stuff that George meant. I know what he put in there, and even for someone who's a semi-normie like my mom, right? Ahsoka's one of her favorite characters, and she loved Rebels and Ezra.
Oh God!
And it's not her favorite character. Her favorite.
I'm sorry. Did that come out?
No.
Did I say that out loud?
She was really pissed about Book of Boba Fett because she loves Boba Fett because she read the Boba Fett books with me when I was a kid too. And Kenobi, and she was pissed about Kenobi as well. And she's like, if they fuck with Ahsoka, dude, I swear to God, before we watch the episode, because we don't get to spend a lot of time with each other anymore, but and we were like, all right, Ahsoka's our thing for the next 7 weeks, right? And
it's like the gayest thing I've ever heard.
What, that I love my mom?
Crimson's actually kind of got a point.
I'm kidding. That's
and so
awesome. And
my mom knows everything about the she can pick out woke bullshit. She can pick out woke bullshit, and she knows the whole she was. I literally came home from work on Monday night, and she was explaining to my dad the difference between woke and based. Because he's like, what are they like? I don't understand. She was like,
hot.
I was like, Mom, I love you. Like, this is a great conversation. And I just started giving my dad examples, and he was like, oh,
hey,
yeah.
Mrs. Rolo, if you're watching, will you come on camera?
And she's at work. But
she might be watching there.
She probably is watching there if she's on her lunch break. But
Robert, drop the link for Mrs. Rolo.
No, it's Rolo's mom, not Mrs. Rolo. It's my mom.
Mrs. Rolo.
She just call her I don't know, Mom Rolo. I don't fucking know, but she
Mommy Rolo. Okay,
Mama. I don't fucking know. She comes in. Ronnie's here. Yeah, Ronnie's gonna be like, yeah, I'm waiting for it. So she comes into the room last night when we're about to watch it because we watch it in here on the big TV, and she just goes, "Well, I hope there's some Ahsoka in the Ahsoka show, and I mean real Ahsoka." And she was like, "I was like, yeah, me too." And we watched it, and multiple times, her and I were like, "What the fuck?" Literally out loud, like getting pissed. And when the thing with the lightsaber happened, she was like, it makes no fucking sense. How, even she knows, she's like, how did Kanan, Ahsoka, and Ezra not fucking realize that first of all, why, if Sabine had the ability to use the Force, why was Kanan training Ezra and not her for the past 5 some years before they met Ezra? Because
Kanan is now an idiot.
Yeah, you fucked with him too, and he's a great character.
Who could not see that he had a Jedi next to him the whole time.
It's just and
that ruins Rebels then.
Dude, when it
it does. It does.
When the episode
Filoni not only ruined his own thing, but Filoni forgot that Star Wars is not for girls.
No, it's a
They don't give the fuck that Rolo's mom likes Star Wars. Star Wars was not a story that George put together to say, hey, girls are going to love this. Star Wars is a thing that boys love. There are girls that really like it, but boys love Star Wars. And to fuck with this and destroy every single male character because you think you're going to gain more viewers with women is fucking ridiculous.
100%.
The demographic is just men.
Your entire fan base and expect women to pick it up.
Yeah.
Dude, and the other thing that she said
Just
when
like
the
that, the
episode
RoloRome
ended,
got canceled.
we both just looked at each other, and she goes, "Well, that was fucking mid." Literally said
Mom
That's
uses
nice.
the word mid.
she did. I was like, I have hope for you.
Matthew,
Zeb.
what's up,
Pilgrim,
man?
what's up, Mattuine?
What's up,
Pilgrim,
Matthew?
the only way they would get more views with women is if Natalie Portman walked out naked.
Yeah, because
A
all
lot
of the
more
like
views than
side
men
chicks.
do. They will never do that again, Pilgrim. I guarantee you, if they, which they will, when, I don't say if, when they recreate the original trilogy, because they're going to do that at some point. You know they're going to do that at some point. When they recreate the original trilogy in their image, she will not be in a slave Leia bikini. And she'll probably be diverse, or a man, even. Like,
No, she'll be slave Leia. She'll just have a penis and it'll be poking out the whole time.
I don't think she'll even have that. They'll probably just put like a fucking cloak over her because we're not allowed to see the female figure in any Disney property whatsoever.
Yeah, they really covered up Ahsoka a lot, didn't they?
Yes, they did. And Sabine and Hera, like
Yeah, but
everyone.
Sabine always wore stuff.
Yeah, but I've been saying this for like since the show started, even since Mando season 2, that Ahsoka's not dressed like Ahsoka.
Well,
Ahsoka
yeah.
dresses pretty skimpy because she's a fucking ninja, dude. She's fast as shit. She needs skin tight clothes. Like, it's not even just Star Wars. Look at Black Widow and Iron Man 2, and then look at Black Widow in the Black Widow movie.
What's
Or
the
the
name
Nah,
of those?
Pilgrim. Pilgrim, they definitely will at some.
No,
At
we're
some
just-
point.
we'll do it.
What's the name of the pants she was wearing? They're not capri pants.
Ahsoka's pants?
Parachute pants.
Yeah.
She was wearing parachute pants the whole fucking time.
Crimson trans slave Leia, please don't.
Carrie
forget
Fisher
it.
Carrie Fisher was a freaking baddie though. So like
Carrie Fisher got naked on set multiple times.
only
No.
she could pull that off. So
So
they
jealous.
better not.
I know.
They
Dude.
better not.
It's also the rumor
They
that
better not.
Harrison Ford did the deed on set too.
They better ever not remake the original trilogy. But they're going to.
Even if
They're
we're
going to.
that's when it's going to happen. It'll happen when you least expect it.
Jerry
Mhm.
Bullock is
Yeah.
incredibly lucky.
I agree.
You
It's
know why,
sad
right?
that he's- I know why. It's sad that he's gone, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have to see his character destroyed.
No. Why do you think he's incredibly lucky?
Well, he's in 2 different scenes.
No. Jeremy Bullock was placed on set at the perfect location because how George kept having Leia
Hey,
lay.
Crimson.
Apparently he had a wide open shot to everything.
Oh my man.
Well, everybody from the sand barge in Return of the Jedi all had that because they actually filmed that right next to the ocean.
Yeah,
So
no,
that-
I know.
Yeah, after set.
Tatooine, I don't know, man.
And
They
Leia was
might.
tripping balls.
Well, Matt,
They might
unless
do
you're
that.
like 89, I think it's gonna happen in your lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you said last night. Oompa Loompa pants.
Back to this though, I think that we will get a remake of the original trilogy before like 2050. Like that's
I think that's very possible. Because I wish the
they're gonna
writers
make
was still going on.
Han into a female. They're gonna
Now Han will be gay
Yeah.
with Chewbacca.
yeah, no. That'll literally be like bestiality shit.
Well, did you hear what? I don't know if you guys heard about Zeb.
What?
Rebels.
That someone
Yeah.
is floating the idea that Zeb and Agent Callus are fucking.
Apparently,
What?
apparently that's on the official Star Wars website that they are in a relationship.
What?
Okay.
It's on
I
StarWars.com.
But
StarWars.com. What?
StarWars.com is the official website, right?
yes, so apparently Zeb and Agent Callus are gay now.
Bruh, I don't see this shit anywhere.
I just see it floating around, man. I didn't look into it because I didn't want to, but I wouldn't put it past Disney's bullshit.
I need a link from somebody.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Fam.
I don't put it past them, dude, because they wrote back in one of their Kenobi books, like, oh, he wondered if maybe he does like boys. And then they did the same thing with Luke Skywalker. Like, oh, maybe
Rolo,
Luke
did you see it on
No.
Wikipedia?
No, I saw it on multiple different YouTube videos of people talking about it. And on Twitter. Well, X.
I'm not calling it X. That's not happening. Nah, but
You will be in 4 to 5 years.
nope.
Okay. The Star Wars animated wiki ends their entry on Callus and Zeb as after the war, Callus and Zeb retired to Lyra San, this time as friends.
Well, maybe it was a writer or something that tweeted some shit. I don't remember.
But that's not Wikipedia, so
No,
let's see what Wikipedia says. Come on.
It's a Star Wars writer, like, yeah, but Wikipedia is just like Wikipedia. It's like it can be edited by people.
Yeah, edited by the 9 people that are allowed to edit it.
The 9. Yeah, I don't know if you saw my tweet this morning, but I'm so glad that we're making that, like, doing that video later, because I literally
We'll see.
I rewatched that movie last night just to get it fresh in my head again. And it was such like a cleansing of the wound, the mental wound that Ahsoka gave me last night. And
Ahsoka fucked with your wound?
I'm just fuck you. I'm just saying, like this whole time I'm watching this 2-hour movie, I'm like, I've gotten so much more joy and happiness and enjoyment and just good story than I did in 8 episodes of this fucking show.
Star Wars Dog, what's up?
What's up, buddy? Dog, I loved Dog's idea last night, though. We just went on for 30 minutes with that one.
So is everybody gonna cancel Disney Plus now or what?
Cancel
I
it because
I can't.
why?
There's too much shit on there that I like to watch.
I would only keep it for the National Geographic shit, to be honest with you.
Nah, see, if you get Fubo, you don't need all of the like separate shit. You basically just pay for cable, but you pay like $25 a month for it, and you get like 300 stations, and you can watch like anything that you want to on there.
I mean, like, my thing is, I have all the. First of all, the only Disney movie that I need to buy is Atlantis, which I'm sure I have somewhere. I'm pretty sure I own it, but I just don't know where it's at. And Treasure Planet, and I would get Moana just in case I ever have a little girl, because Moana's actually
Sorry.
Moana's actually a good movie. I saw it in theaters. I actually really enjoyed it. But the other ones, like, I don't give a fuck about any of the other movies.
I don't know where that noise came from.
Like, I really don't. And I have all the Pirates movies. I have all the seasons of Clone Wars. I have Avatar. I'd just buy Avatar too. Like, there's nothing on Disney Plus for me other than National Geographic at this point, which, you know what? I can find on cable most of that shit.
So this is the problem for me. Okay. This is the problem. I don't even have to start with exactly Tatooine. Okay. Chronicles of Narnia movies. Okay, just buy them. $30. Okay, yeah, fine.
You can also watch them on Prime Video and HBO.
Not anymore, I don't think.
They're on HBO.
I'm pretty sure they're not on HBO.
I need to watch them on Disney Plus when I just rewatched them last summer with my ex-girlfriend.
Last summer.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
true.
Oh wait, you talking about like 2 months ago?
No, I'm talking about like
2022.
2022.
Summer of 22.
Um,
Okay.
Boy Meets
I
World,
was confused.
the Santa Claus movies.
I own them.
Cool.
I have the Santa Claus movies.
Let's see, Toy Story.
Got it.
I have those on disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Cars. There's so much
I
stuff
have
on here.
all of those though, dude. Like I don't need
But I don't. See, that's the thing. There's so much stuff on here that if I wanted to buy it so I could cancel this, it would cost me probably $3,000 to buy everything that.
The title was literally like one of
Yeah.
the
The Lion, the Witch, and the
books.
Wardrobe.
Yep.
What was I didn't see what the title of last night was.
The title of last night was The Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's Disney Plus still says just part 8.
No, if you like when I see the title screen, you know what I mean? When it's like
Oh my!
when it
Are
pops
you
up and it
fucking
goes
kidding?
Ahsoka, like, and you have that weird like boom, 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 boom music, and then the title pops up of the chapter.
The Ahsoka has an 8 out of 10 rating on IMDb.
You know, Ahsoka now has a higher rating for Episode 5 than any other Star Wars movie. Episode 5 with Hayden Christensen on IMDb has a higher rating than any other Star Wars movie.
Any Star Wars movie?
Yes, that's what I heard last night.
It can't be higher
Jedi,
than the
Witch,
Revenge of
oh
the
my
Sith.
god!
It is.
What? Are
Revenge
people
of the Sith
brainwashed or something?
Revenge of the Sith, though. No, they're fucking literally. Disney owns IMDb. Nobody
No,
knows.
they
That's
don't.
true.
No, they don't. Amazon owns it.
That's who it is. But still, I wouldn't be surprised if they were nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Yo, give me a higher fucking thing. You know, dude, you think Bob Iger and what's his fuck aren't friends? They definitely all know each other.
Jeff Bezos, yeah.
Yeah, they definitely all fucking know each other. They're the elite. Of course they all know each other. Like, they're probably having drinks with Elon Musk. Like, even though they all hate each other, they fucking don't. They're all
they don't.
Like, no, they absolutely don't. If they need to call in a favor from their buddy that they disagree with sometimes, then they'll do it. Like,
they only really disagree. I notice whenever voting comes.
Dude, you know what sucks?
That's it.
The only shows I actually give a shit about right now is House of the Dragon and One Piece Season 2. And then anime. And that's it, because that's the only shit that I can watch.
Is Ahsoka even getting a season 2?
Oh, yeah.
I think we know.
How?
Well,
what more is there?
Rogue Sarge was saying on Monday night that they're filming it right now. I don't know where the information came from, but he said he saw rumors that they're filming it right now.
Why? Like, what purpose is it?
They already needed to have season 2 filmed so they could release it in like February because people were pissed. Oh, fucking Cobra Kai? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I forgot about that because it's been so long since season 5. Like, yeah, Cobra Kai, 100%. I need Cobra Kai, but it's the last season, man. Like, Cobra Kai is the one thing that's just been consistently pretty fucking good. Like, over all of its. Now, we'll see. I still won't put it past Netflix that they fuck up season 6, the final season. It could be the next Game of Thrones season 8. But Cobra Kai is amazing. I absolutely love that show. Sam LaRusso is a little fucking idiot, though. But Terry Silver.
Hey, y'all, look at this.
No, they can.
So I'm
apparently they're working on it or whatever. I don't know.
So I'm looking through reviews for Ahsoka. Best show ever, so I'll give it a 10. Hooray! Ahsoka good. Woo! Ahsoka good. Woo! It's like Star Wars, but better. That's right. It's better than itself. Ahsoka is a very Ahsoka character. Live, laugh, love, Hayden Christensen. R.I.P. Ray Stevenson. You were so awesome. Good show. Never mid. Always good. Ahsoka, good woo. Shid, hottie. Sabine is a Mandalorian. The Mandalorian has not stood up in this. Thrawn is blue. Hera is pink. Chopper is round. Carson Teva is unironically an absolute legend. Ahsoka, good, woo. Clone equal cool. Stormtrooper, Drake not interested pick. Night Trooper, Drake pointing pick. Live, laugh, love, hate Christopher. Also, rest in peace, Ray Stevenson. You are the greatest.
Yo, dude, that needs that. You got to send that to Jay. Like, that is literally just a perfect. Is that 2 of them?
Daryl, man.
Oh.
So, the one that I want to read is this.
Are there any? Are there any where they actually say that, like, you know, the show's good?
Oh yeah, there are a couple. Yeah,
there's a couple. Yeah.
This has to be one of the most unsatisfying episodes of anything that I've ever watched. However, it checks out because this show is awful. So many of the few plot lines this show has had. Come on, dude. If you're gonna be correct, just have been left unresolved. The fact Sabine is the reason for this whole mess is barely acknowledged. At the end, Ahsoka even makes Sabine's horrible choice out to be a good thing. Yup.
Yeah. Fuck
In
that.
fact, Sabine has been rewarded this episode by being able to use the Force, despite her character not developing at all as a character. Don't even get me started on the action. It was just so mindless and bland, and there was so little tension all throughout. As a massive fan of both TCW and Rebels, this show has disappointed me, and I don't understand how so many people have viewed this as peak Star Wars when it is just as bad, if not worse, than the likes of Kenobi and Book of Boba Fett. Is this X-Wing?
Yeah, quite frankly, it might be.
Let's see. A story with a plan. This episode produced
Are you okay?
proved. Proved. You misspelled. The C's next to the V.
I thought you were having a stroke for a second.
The C should always be next to the V. This episode proved that Dave Filoni has a plan for the Star Wars stories he's working on. Nothing is tied up with a bow. Everything is left uncertain. But Ahsoka, Sabine, and Ezra continue to grow and be the incredible characters we met in Rebels. Right, because we met Ahsoka in Rebels. Did y'all forget that? Ahsoka is understanding what it takes to be a master, and Sabine is learning to trust. Ahsoka's judgments. Sorry, I read that wrong. And Sabine is learning to trust Ahsoka's judgments. Ezra is still the energetic ball of positivity he's always been. Right, because seasons 2 and 3 of
3 and 4.
Rebels didn't exist.
3 and 4.
Thrawn is still calculating and cool under pressure. This whole season was fucking hell, dude.
Jesus, people
was
suck.
Was a love letter to Clone Award.
Clone Wars.
My God, Rebels and Star Wars itself. I'm really excited for what's to come. May the Force be with you.
You know
this
what?
Guy's got
No. Before you continue,
you think he's being real?
That's a fucking bot or an AI, 100%.
So the problem is with me, I would agree, except there's only one grammar error, and the rest of the spelling errors are just like the wrong letter that's next to the other one.
Dude, it's literally a ward instead of wars. This Who season was a live better than Clone Award.
Honestly, that kind of seems like a human. That kind of seems like a human.
How much do you think Filoni paid Dawson extra to strip for him?
I mean,
why would he ask her? Wouldn't he ask Hera?
No, because it's Ahsoka. He's already got his blow up. He has his blow up doll at home. He doesn't need to worry about that.
Here we go.
So
this is a spoiler. So in case you didn't want the episode to be spoiled, guys, I will give this episode a 9 out of 10, and I will tell you why. A few
9 out of 10.
reasons, really. First, let's admit that this is really Rebels Part 2, the whole season. Sure.
I mean, Part 5.
This nostalgia and characters hit hard in live action with reconnections all around. Ezra even built Kanan's saber, and that just broke my heart. All of which amounts to several stars. Secondly, the lightsaber combat was, in my opinion, some of the best we've seen in a while.
You're fucking with me.
Sure.
No, it was.
I felt like other fights were rough in earlier episodes, but these were done well. Ahsoka actually used her sabers well. A star for that. All right, so they're literally awarding stars for certain things.
Yeah.
Third, CGI effects felt strong to me personally, and I appreciated them. Okay, usually you would provide an example for that, but okay. Fourth, though Baylan and Shin were missing for all but a brief glimpse, that look was everything. Their paths and destinies were fully shown without a word of dialogue or barely any action. For a series where there are only side parts, we love them and the potential is everything. This hints at greatness. Okay.
Real quick.
Fifth, Thrawn. He's rational, decisive, and made good on his threat. I felt like, did I just hear the Amber Alert noise?
Probably.
Yeah.
That Baylan thing that they just said, they took show don't tell to a completely wrong level. Show don't tell is important.
I think you're thinking of don't ask, don't tell.
No, I'm not. Show
Is that a military term?
No,
it was, yeah.
Show don't tell is a great trope for movies. You want to show the audience what's going. You don't want to just have somebody explain it away on the outside.
Bro, stop kidnapping children.
This is a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System. You're gay now. Because you have 5G. We just made the whole
scared the
country
shit out of me.
Zombie.
Wait, guys, I'm supposed to be turning into a zombie, right?
Yeah, because you're vaccinated.
Yep.
All right. I felt like his every action had meaning. For a villain, he still holds very strong. All in all,
I liked Thrawn in this show.
I'll say that. I felt this warranted a 9 out of 10. Yes, it had a moment where Sabine crashed through 2 ties. Yes, she is the Force now, although I felt like it worked. Yes, we wanted more, and especially more of Baylan and Shin. Does it promise more? Absolutely. Easter eggs were all around, and so was nostalgia. The last shot especially.
Nostalgia.
I feel good about what I just saw. And I feel like for how short it was, it absolutely delivered. The series just kept getting better. I sincerely hope we see more. Thanks. R.I.P. Rey, your legacy is loved.
You're joking, right?
Okay, I said last week that if we got something really cool with Ray Stevenson and like we got a lot more of his character, I was fully prepared to get a hot toy of Ray Stevenson, like as Baylan, because it's his last role and I love the actor. But they did not deliver. Now, if they come with a hot toy of Baylan, I don't care. Now, I will get a hot toy of Thrawn because they've never made one before. So you do.
I see a 10 out of 10 there.
Sorry,
Rolo.
Here's an 8 out of 10. Overall, the series was about as good as you expected to be, being helmed by the legend that is Dave Filoni. The stories told here are pure and genuine Star Wars, and as a longtime fan, so many of the moments made me smile from ear to ear. Is this John Graber?
No, John, I guarantee you, dude, I can't wait for Friday to talk to John because he is probably going to be feeling a lot of the same things we're feeling.
John loved it.
How do you know?
I already talked to him. John loved it. Which is fine. Again, you are allowed to love this. I didn't like it, but you are allowed to.
You are. I'll just disagree.
And satisfying payoff to these characters we're all connected to. By episode 7, which uncoincidentally carried into 8. Oh, like a fucking TV show should? Hey, did you know that a previous episode should carry into the next episode?
Dude, that's news to me.
Fucking idiots.
This isn't The Simpsons, bro.
It was
Like,
very clear that the series was setting up a bigger, more engrossing stories. I definitely agree that it was gross. That a relatively short 8-episode series could contain. The story presented here did a very good job of setting up the foundations for a very exciting chapter in Star Wars' future. The surprise standouts of Shin and Balin were a welcome addition to Star Wars. That is a sentence I can't agree with. With emotional appearances from fan favorites characters, satisfying returns of ones long missing, and a story potential that is far more exciting than what we've already seen. I cannot wait to see where this goes. All right, here's a question, real quick. Let's remove the sequel trilogy. If you can,
Please
put
do.
it out of your mind. Okay. And Disney's first foray into Star Wars was Rogue One. Then they did Solo, and then they decided to do TV shows.
all right.
Do you think people would be as upset as they are right now?
No,
Yes.
I don't.
If those
No.
shows were Book of Boba Fett, Kenobi, and then what they just did to fundamentally fuck with the lore of Star Wars and Ahsoka, yes, because we have all most fans, and shout out to my boy Star Wars Santa, great guy, and I love the fact that he loves the sequels. That's fine with me. I fucking hate them, but I love that he loves them, and the thing here is,
Rollo, usually if you use the helping verb have, you usually end the word with an ed. So you should have said, I have finally succumbed to the dark side. Just trying to be helpful.
I agree. Thank you. But seriously, I completely think that people would be still pissed, because I don't like to use the word true fans. I like to use the word of Star Wars scholars, like those who have delved into everything, who know the lore like the back of their hand. Like, we would still be pissed because of the things that they did in this episode, the things they did in Book of Boba Fett, the things they did in Kenobi. We'd still be pissed. Like, it wouldn't change anything if the sequels weren't there. People would still be upset.
Caleb, what was the what was your question again?
If the sequels had not existed, would is Pilgrim telling who's Pilgrim telling to shut up? He's probably telling me to shut up.
Pilgrim, I fucking love
Would
Pilgrim.
if the sequels didn't exist, would people be as angry today as they are now?
See, I'm not saying that I disagree with. I'm not saying that I disagree with Roland, but I have a different view here. It's that because of how the sequels treated Han, Luke, and Leia, I think people were a lot more pissed. But if there were no sequels, they wouldn't be as mad here, because we wouldn't have had as much bullshit that we would have had to deal with.
Yeah, but I disagree. Like, if there were no sequels, you still got the Kenobi show. You still got the Book of Boba Fett. You still got all these lore changing things. You still got.
Man, why is Pilgrim a mod?
Pilgrim's my boy.
I was gonna time him out.
But what did you say something about Legolas?
Yeah, no, Legos.
Oh, I was gonna. All I saw was it for a second. Yeah, like if you, because I was gonna say, I know you're a Lord of the Rings fan. Why are you talking shit on our boy? But yeah, people would still be upset, because those, again, who have delved into all of the lore of Star Wars and everything, like, you would still be annoyed, because this undoes so much stuff. Like, Sabine couldn't move a damn cup, and now she's just force pulling a lightsaber. Like, I screamed at the TV when that happened. I was like, "Fuck you!"
In front of your mom?
My mom said it too.
Mhm.
Like,
Caleb,
I don't think
what
people
say
would
you?
be as angry because we'd still have the future. But with the sequels, we don't have the future because we know
it's
all
not
these
about that. It's not
all
about
these shows lead to the sequels.
but it's about literally undoing the lore of the Force. Like,
Well, that's true.
you have like absolutely positively fucked with the Force and how it works.
Well, and now they're going to go get Abeloth.
I actually think they are now. I really do. I really think it's going to be Abeloth or the Sun. Because here's the thing: I don't think it's the Sun because you have a statue of the Sun, a statue of the Father, knock off fucking Argonath that doesn't even look as cool, and then, by the way, the Argonath is in Lord of the Rings with the two statues of the Númenórean kings on the river. And
I think it's cute that you just called them the Númenórean kings.
well, weren't they?
No, they weren't Númenórean.
Yeah, they were. It was Isildur and his father.
Yeah, they were Gondorian.
Well,
They were the kings of Gondor, not the kings of
came,
Numenor.
Yes, but they came from Númenor, so they
Right,
are.
but they weren't. Numenor had been sunk by then.
Yeah, but they were there when it was like they left before it was sunk. So like
Right.
they are technically Númenorian by race, but they created Gondor, and then like just by name became Gondorians. But that's fucking besides the point. Like, and then you have the daughter's head like knocked off for whatever.
Well, Matt, that's because Filoni picked it up to go fuck it.
Yeah, probably.
Too much.
And the fact that they're like the father's pointing and the other two are there, and if anybody actually knows anything about Abeloth, like the father is balance, Abeloth is chaos, and Abeloth was sealed away somewhere, right?
Do you know where she was sealed?
I don't remember the planet from the book.
Alderaan. She was sealed on Alderaan. And
when it blew
she
up,
would constantly escape, and the Celestials would go and prison her again, and then she'd escape again. They'd prison her again, and when she finally managed to escape after the Mortis arc, and they weren't alive to repel her, and so this is my problem, though. Okay, Abeloth is not currently in canon.
She's really cool though.
Yeah, but the problem is, so what you're telling me is that the mother left the galaxy. Why would she move galaxies?
Because she wants. Look, here's the thing. That's why I think it's her. Because the Night Sisters literally say to Thrawn, or somebody, they mentioned this. I remember
the
this.
The son is dead.
Yeah, Sam Witwer. The son is dead, but Sam Witwer voiced Marek, I believe. He did like a couple of the voices for Marek.
Well, let's see what Sam is credited.
Galen Marek.
Again, guys. Sam Witwer is credited in just about every single Star Wars project since 2005. So
hold on, the son is dead.
He plays in literally everything. It's because he is one of the encyclopedias that will deal with. He's also credited in Jedi Survivor. So he's one of those guys that will deal with the Hollywood people, and that the Hollywood people would deal with as well.
But I guarantee you, Sam Witwer right now is probably feeling the same way that we're feeling.
But what's funny is I'm actually looking at his IMDb page, and I do not see Ahsoka.
But
he was credited in several episodes of Ahsoka, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was credited in quite a few as a voice actor.
Yeah, I don't see him credit. He's not credited on his IMDb page.
And here's the thing. I don't know. Have you ever watched the interview that Theory did with Sam?
Probably.
It was a really good interview, and you can tell that Sam is as big of a fan of Star Wars as we are. And I guarantee you, after he saw the end of this shit, he would be just as pissed because he is an EU fan. He knows the lore. He knows just as much as all of us do who have grown up on
I
this
think
shit.
Sam might be a bigger fan than any of us.
Though he probably is. But the thing about that is I can't see him because he's based as shit.
Yeah,
But-
no, Matt, I know. He's for some reason it's not on his IMDb page is what I'm saying, and that's what's weird because one of the requirements for IMDb to receive the money they receive from studios and stuff is that this stuff basically is up to date by the minute, and it's just weird that he's not in it.
They should put Sam Witwer in House of the Dragon. He'd be good in there.
They should just make a Sam Witwer show, man.
No, because
Like,
they will fuck Starkiller up. He does because he's literally spoken with George multiple times. He said that on Theory's podcast when he was on there, on Theory's interview. I should say.
But Tatooine though, how crazy did George go though? Like he wasn't like completely insane with it.
Who did George actually bring back in 6 movies?
Again, we have to realize that George was in the room and checked every single thing that Clone Wars did.
George only worked on the first 5 seasons of Clone Wars.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, 6 and 7 don't really change anything.
So the thing is, the only person he would have brought back would have been Maul. That's it.
Yeah, but
that is because George realized that his one real mistake was killing Maul.
Exactly.
Maul should not have died.
Exactly. So he brought him back. And that's the only person that George ever said, let's bring him back.
I do want to bring this up real quick, guys.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen hang on. These things going around YouTube. I just thought about this. I don't have it open yet.
I want an animated Maul show following him after Clone Wars Rebels.
We're gonna get a scene of where he left to at the end of season 7, but we didn't.
Did George work on Rebels? Because if that's the case, then
no, George had nothing to do with
I don't
it.
believe so.
This is a Disney property.
Because they shouldn't have killed Maul in that show.
So this
he should have been the villain for. He should have been the main villain for the sequel trilogy.
These things have been going around YouTube several times. I've seen several of these.
What the fuck?
Can y'all hear this?
Nah, you gotta share audio.
I did.
There must be something wrong with StreamYards because I was watching Tuesday Night's Main Event last night and they had the same problem.